Sign of the Times, episode 514. I'm with this very disclosed stair and savage, but we're in an undisclosed stairwell, which is a little creepy. A little bit creepy in this stairwell with you. Are you having an asthma attack? Do I need to call 911? I could call and we'll get that cough checked too.
I'm breathing perfectly fine, but by the end of this interview, you might not be breathing at all. So why don't you get to talking, start asking your questions.
Alright, well, you know how we do on this show. You've been on before. I snap and stuff appears like Chicken Bob. There's Chicken Bob. You know Chicken Bob.
Yeah, I'm very familiar with Chicken Bob.
Yeah. Do you follow him on the gram?
Admittedly, I do.
Oh, good. Yeah.
That's
he
neither
loves
here nor
his
there. It
gram.
does not make me any less of a monster.
No, but he makes you a great Instagrammer.
He's lucky I don't meet him.
That would hurt him in his gizzard. There's a book I got for QT out of a little free library. That way, when he comes back to Turnbuckle and we have a lull in the show, I can say, flip to your book, page 54, and he would flip.
Let me take a look at this.
Yeah, Secret Snowflake.
Secret Snowflake, huh?
Yeah. I bet that's what they called you when you were going to Sports Entertainer University.
Yeah, absolutely.
I knew it. There's a current book I'm about to start reading. Kevin Sullivan's wife wrote this book. You know Kevin Sullivan because he managed to. Old School. Reading Squared, Book 1. It's a 3-part series, I understand. Have you read it yet?
No, but actually that sounds pretty interesting.
It's a fictionalized tale of real events on how pro wrestling got its start. It has to do with the mob and so forth.
I had a feeling with that cover, yeah.
Yeah. There's a pamphlet in the Sign of the Times. Every show needs a pamphlet. Dave Turner had a show, he had no pamphlet. You don't see Dave Turner's show anymore. Even a bunny coffee, and I have some right here, it's delicious.
I've tried the coffee. I didn't tonight, but I have before. It's good coffee, I will admit. This monster enjoys the Demon Bunny coffee. It's pretty good.
Are you more a fan of the Demon Rosemary or more a fan of the Bunny Alley?
I'm not gonna lie, after that tag team match a couple weeks ago on, I think it was Rampage or Dark, one of the two, Allie's doing pretty good right now.
She is.
But I like Rosemary. I relate with her a little bit more, but Bunny's doing okay.
Did Rosemary ever teleport you?
No.
Oh, that'd be nice if she did. Just like you shouldn't.
Go ahead though. Go ahead. I mean, I've seen what happens.
Yeah. And Father Mental
Hero
teleport
and all that. Yeah. I've seen all of it.
Yeah. CAC program. You ever go to the CAC yet?
I have not.
They do it in September.
I don't know if they would want to welcome me because honestly, I'm there to collect faces. So I mean, I don't know if they would actually want me there.
They would probably let you into the cribbage tournament.
Can I collect faces there?
If you win, I guess. Yeah. Baby faces, hills, it doesn't matter to them. Facebook, the Instagram, the YouTube, which they might be watching right now. You're on the YouTubes.
I am on YouTube. You could find me Click One because that was way before I was like, oh yeah, I should probably use my gimmick for every single link. But you could find me on everywhere else. Instagram, Facebook. You can even find my merchant page too, which I'll get to in a minute.
The Twitter where they can follow me, but not literally because that's creepy. Chicken Bob follows me on the Twitter. Sometimes literally, but that's okay because Chicken Bob's alright.
I don't exactly like him, but I deal with his existence.
Do you follow him on the Twitter?
I do.
Yeah, see?
I think I'm even a part of some group page on Facebook about it.
Yeah, he loves social media. There's what it looks like in Stephen P. New's office. If you have to sue, you could use Stephen P. New. Like if someone were to like sue you over taking their face during a cribbage tournament and you needed representation, Stephen New.
I mean, I do have an attorney, but maybe I need another.
Maybe. Stephen New coming back to Turnbuckle soon. He's on the books. Autograph picture of Kevin Sullivan. You know Kevin Sullivan. We just mentioned it. He managed you at one point.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I did appreciate that.
Mark Lewin. Have you ever been managed by him?
No.
Are you familiar with the Purple Haze Mark Lewin?
Not exactly.
You should definitely look it up. He and Kevin Sullivan were spooky scary back in the 80s. Spooky scary.
Florida?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, just look up Purple Haze Mark Lewin.
I am familiar with Gary Hart.
Oh yeah, he was a great booker. Yeah. People forget he also did everything. Referee, wrestled, man.
I didn't realize he wrestled.
Yeah, oh yeah, back in the 60s. There's Paul Friedstein and John Lennon before they had a falling out and they were no longer buddy pals. In that picture they were.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a real picture too, that's not a drawing.
Nope. There's Paul and Wonderful Zach. You never fought Wonderful Zach yet?
No.
I think
You already know, if I did the little face he's got there, wouldn't be existing anymore, would it? He might have some bandages there, like maybe he'd have to get some kind of facial reconstruction surgery.
Oh,
but I would take his face, without a doubt.
oh wow.
So yeah, it definitely hasn't happened yet. Oh, there's somebody that I want to wrestle. Right there.
Me?
If you're watching, you know who the hell I am. And you know where I'm at. Marion Dean, why don't you come out of hiding so I can take your face?
Wow. Now, if you had a face made of meat, that would be something for the ages because you'd both be fighting.
Let me say something real quick, just for the special viewers who watch this show. You know, Marion Dean, he used to be the monster of the Northwest that everybody was so afraid of. Well, I was one of those kids in the crowd who was afraid of you. I'm not afraid anymore. I'm the monster you should fear, just like everybody else in this whole damn company, in this whole state, in this whole country, in this whole world. You should all fear me. But Marion Dean, if you're listening, the challenge is out there. Come face me.
Wow. You know, Marion Dean, a big fan of Justin Bieber. Big fan of him.
I would strangle Justin Bieber in front of him, and he wouldn't be able to do a damn thing about it. You know what he'd do? He'd sit there and cry and just watch helplessly as Justin Bieber's life just fades away from my hands.
He probably would cry. He's a big fan of Justin Bieber. There's Paul on his knees, Casey Carlisle. You ever meet Casey Carlisle, Paul's niece?
If not,
I recommend it. She's fantastic. There she is. She has pictures like that available at CaseyCarlisle.com. It's CaseyCarlisle.com. Home for all your gift giving needs. Like Valentine's Day is coming up. You can get some of those for all the people on your Valentine's Day gift giving needs. You know.
I mean, there's a heart there.
Yeah.
You can do that.
Yeah. There she is. If you're smaller, like if you're a little nasty boy, or if you're Donnie Idol.
I remember meeting him.
Yeah, a little nasty boy. Yeah.
He worked the one of those micro championship wrestling shows.
Yep. He was also Mini Batista at one point.
I remember he said something about he's like, I can get you up. I was like, I bet you look like you're strong enough too.
Yeah. There's more pictures. There she is with a lot of belts. There she is a little bit sultry. NWA World Women's Championship.
How
That's
many
the
of
old
these Casey Carlisle pictures do you got?
Not enough. There she is when she went to
You obviously have more of those than you have Jared Savage merchandise though.
Well, if I went to JaredSavage.com, I could get some.
Well, you can't go to JaredSavage.com because there's not a JaredSavage.com, but you can go to Pro Wrestling Tees, you can go to Brainbuster Tees, or you can go to where I prefer, which is Store Frontier, and you can get this lovely T-shirt. You see this?
Well, yeah.
You see this?
Yeah, it's a couple of rookies, I can tell because they're green.
Oh my God, sorry guy.
There she is, belt. I got that as a free bonus gift once.
Oh, she's saying that for free?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
There she is with a whole wall of belts. You have a wall of belts at your home?
No, I have a belt at home, and I have a toy belt on a wall.
Well, that's not something. I don't know if you're old enough for that one, so I'll just glance that one away, and then there she is.
No.
Other members of Team Badnies, how are your knees feeling?
Oh, that's Amazing Maria.
Yeah, she's got horrible knees. She had knee surgery recently. And somebody, and when I say somebody, myself and Chicken Bob sent her some macaroons because their passion in life are macaroons.
Well, that's pretty cool to do that.
French
I've
macaroons.
definitely seen her work a few times. Mostly I've seen her at JCW, but she's pretty cool.
Yeah. You ever fight Troy Miller?
No, but I would.
Okay, well he's
I'll
coming
take
back.
his face as well.
He's coming back.
Well, if you want to let him know that he can get his face collected, you let him know.
I will. There's old Ken Hamlin throwing a rock through the McDonald's.
I was wondering what the hell I was looking at.
Yeah, that's where Kemp and tear through the rock, and then that was the hotel where they got arrested by like 15 cops that maced him and then drug him out.
That's a car.
Yep, but the McDonald's is still there, and old Ken Hamlin's like, I'll show you Ken Patera, because Kens stick together. Autographed picture of Seymour Snipe. He's a proud member of the Gouge roster, as am I, as is Chicken Bob. We all worked for Gouge, we're all proud of it. Chicken Bob managed in the main event in his Gouge debut.
I have to say, because this is the second time I've been on here, usually I see Casey Carlisle and I see Seymour Snipe. So, do they watch the show?
Oh yeah, they both love it.
I had a feeling. I was like, if you're putting him over this much, they better be watching the show. You guys hear me? Watch the show. He's a good guy. Everybody knows this. You know why I haven't collected his face yet? Because he's a good guy. He makes me laugh. He says funny stuff that, you know, it makes me forget for a minute that I'm a monster and I want to hurt people.
That'll make Marion Dean and Justin Bieber feel a little bit better.
Probably, yeah.
There's a t-shirt of JB Moonshine. You know JB Moonshine. You probably fought him before.
I have.
Did he try to give you the slop drop?
If I remember right, yeah. It was him and Lance Dean. And I won.
Did the old thumbs up Lance Dean throw you the thumbs up?
I don't remember if he threw me a thumbs up, but I remember that he was screaming in pain as I was beating the crap out of him.
Oh man, I once heard him screaming, one more time, one more time, one more time, when Christopher Isaac was giving him the Bronco Buster.
Hey, I tagged with him last night.
Christopher Isaac?
Yep.
Yeah, you sure did.
I did.
Yeah, I was.
We fell short, but you know what? It was fun.
Yeah, he hit his finisher and it didn't work.
Sometimes you pull it out too early, and you don't get the 1, 2, 3.
I guess. Well, I'm a busy man this week. We're at an undisclosed stairwell where later something will happen here.
I chose this place. He did.
I was accurate. You know, me and Chicken Bob didn't even question it. Sunday on Turnbuckle Terminal, you know who we have on the show?
No.
Ice Train. You remember Ice Train from WCW?
I was about to say, I was like, yeah, that's WCW.
Yeah, he teamed with Scott Norton. He'll be on Turnbuckle
That's fun.
Terminal.
Okay.
Then I got a beeline down to Blue Collar. They got a brand new weekly venue. First time they'll be there. I'll be back.
Wait, the first time they're gonna be there?
First time at this venue.
So it's not the place I've been seeing them run at the last couple shows.
Nope. Those were like one-offs. Now they're going to be at their.
Because that place looked nice, just like.
It was nice, but that's not where they're going to run weekly. They're back to the northeast Portland area, which is where they like to be. Monday, I got pretty much nothing. I don't have much. Tuesday, maybe we should go get a coffee.
If you're gonna dive over here, absolutely, let's do it.
All right, or you could ferry over. One of the.
I ain't ferrying over nowhere.
Oh man, that's too bad.
They're not gonna let me on the ferry. They're gonna look at me like, what's up with that mask on your face? And then when I explain to them that it's someone else's face, then they're really not gonna let me on the ferry. I mean, at least we can go through a drive-through a coffee shop. I mean,
Kelly Cannoli's in Seattle. They have a good coffee, and they're now drive-through only. Keep that in mind. They also fly in bagels from New York City every day, so they're fresh from New York City.
I've had one cannoli in my life, and I was disappointed.
Well, that's disappointing that you were
But maybe this Kelly's cannolis is worth checking out.
I think so. We'll tentatively plan for Tuesday. Wednesday, I got nothing going on. Thursday, I'm pretty open. Next Friday on the show, you know who we have on Friday? Tim Simmons. He's the guy that runs the merchandise at Blue Collar. He's done sound. He's done like behind the scenes stuff, because he's behind the scenes of the Pacific Northwest on the show.
Oh.
Yeah.
I like how you keep the themes up and shit.
Yeah, we like to do themes, and then Stompin' Steve, he comes out with flyers as long as you supply him with Star Wars gimmicks. Yeah.
Hey, I like Star Wars gimmicks.
Well, you have.
You got Star Wars gimmicks you want to give me? Go ahead.
Well, Stompin' Steve's got like a bunch of them that comes up with flyers. You know who also has a bunch? Is Flash Flanagan.
Hey, I remember I did big Puerto Rico. I saw him there.
Yeah.
So I worked a bunch of places.
So I've worked against Flash Flanagan a time or 20.
A time or 20?
A time or 20, yeah. I've worked Flash a lot. Yeah. You know what he hates? When people take his Kindle stick and hide it. He hates that.
So how many times did you do that?
I didn't do it any. I may have witnessed instead of timer for it. He hates that. But pretty much from the undisclosed stairwell, anything else you need to say?
Buy my merch. That's really about it. Buy my merch and book me. If you book me, I'll collect faces on your show. And that's really about the only benefit you're going to get from it. I mean, there's not really a benefit, is it? That kind of puts people in a situation where they got to deal with lawsuits and medical bills and possibly cops. But for me, I'm happy. I'm good. As long as I get a couple faces to collect, to add to the collection. Because you're asking what I have at home. Well, I have a wall full of faces.
And one toy belt.
And one toy belt.
Yes. Oh,
There is a real belt there too, but
is it hold up your pants?
No.
Oh. Because Kevin Sullivan on this very program, he said wrestling is all new people fighting for a belt that doesn't even pull up their pants.
I mean, he's not wrong.
He's not.
I don't know.